I do think Burn Cycle is perhaps the best full motion video game I've played.
You know,
I like it.
But full motion video, that's you just gotta like those for the cheese factor.
It's true. It's
You know.
true. It's pre-scripted.
Yeah, you
but
can't
great
like
style.
it for the gameplay.
Great style.
Yeah, it would be just as good as a movie.
Yeah, right. Which would not be, admittedly, a very good movie.
Yeah, but
but you know.
Yeah, it'd be just as good without having to play it.
yeah. I think that this new age is the scope is really got a lot of potential, and things are getting bigger. So I hope that people's ideas become equally as large.
Yeah.
And they're getting that way.
I think they are. I mean, I think the online thing's gonna really change.
Yeah.
You know, so far they've just pretty much kept it to versus competitive games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
once they start applying the online ideas to other genres.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that'll probably be the next, you know, between that and then portable stuff and handhelds
Yeah.
are going to be the next big change.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah.
Online, and then the fact of being able to carry stuff around with you all the time.
Yeah.
That'll be the next time things really take that neck. You know, it's not going to come from graphics anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to have to come from the games themselves and new control styles and the online connectivity, you know, and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Graphics, there's only so much you can do.
Right. We're getting close to the top.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's, you know, you can really see it on a lot of stuff now where it looks like the old stuff, but it's shinier.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Which is
know.
why a lot of the detractors say, well, you played one, you played them all. You know, and they're not too far off.
For the, you know, and that's true to some extent.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But you could say the same thing for movies and literature and so on.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Takes a few, you know, there'll be one really innovative, new, great, amazing product.
Yeah.
And then a few years of things like it.
Mm-hmm.
But then somebody else will step up and do that next product that puts the bar up another notch.
Right.
And then there'll be another, 3 or 4 years of things like it.
Right. Right.
So,
And I think what's fantastic is we're getting to a point where it's not just affecting the world of video games or cinema. The same way, you know, a great book affects the rest of society. Even if it's something kind of pop culture like the Da Vinci Code or something, it still kind of runs amok throughout the rest of culture.
Yeah.
And I think games are getting to the point where there are enough eyeballs on it, and the quality is high enough, and the brains are big enough that before you know it, these things are going to have, beyond GTA, have a huge impact on the way we kind of view ourselves in the world.
yeah, I think it's coming. It's getting there. It's, you know, I think, you know, the more people that are getting into games, you know, if those same people move on from the simple stuff and start getting into new games and start forming, you know, I think right now the games are kind of on that verge of either it's going to go huge or it's going to flop, one or the other.
It seems that way.
Within the next, 5 to 10 years, it's going to either overtake Hollywood or crash again. One or the other.
Totally agree.
Which one? Well, I don't know. That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, the crash isn't so much a worry for me.
Right, you sell heritage.
The people that play games are going to always play them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the people that are really into games, they're going to be there.
Absolutely.
You know?
As a game shop owner, how do you feel about download content?
It depends on what you mean by download content.
Well, particularly the Wii's catalog. When you have old games that you actually have in hard copy form in your shop, and kids are buying them just over the internet.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
You know, if they weren't doing that, they'd just be playing them on an emulator illegally.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
At least that way, the proper copyright holders are getting fat paid.
I like that.
And, you know, it's still not the same as sitting down.
It's not.
At a wood TV.
Like an old console?
An old console, wood TV. And I hear all the time people say stuff like, oh, I got that game and, you know, the sound's all funny. It's like...
Yeah, that's right.
The sound isn't funny. I've got a, 5.1 Dolby Double Dix. Okay, go hook it up to an old beat-up wood TV with a blown speaker in your parents' basement.
A mono.
And it'll sound perfect.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's just you're finally hearing it for the first
Yeah.
time is the reason it sounds funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate your taking part in this.
Oh, sure.
I really appreciate your kind of giving me some of your night. And do you have anything to say to anyone at all?
I just guess probably more, just like I said before, is everybody just play them.
Yeah.
Just actually sit down and instead of talking about it,
Yeah.
play it. And then form an opinion.
Amen.
Don't form an opinion without playing the game first.
Yeah.
Preferably beat it.
Yeah, right.
But if not beat it, at least put a concentrated effort. You know, don't play it for 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
You know, really spend some time.
Yeah, I agree. I second that nomination. Know what you're talking about, in other words. Particularly if you're going to spout off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Well, very good. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Adios.
You got it. See you.
All right. Thank you again, and enjoy your evening.
Oh, I plan on it, man.
Awesome.
Time for a monkey suit.
That's what I'm saying.